He turned me on.
There we are! Hey!
Hey!
Shut up, Cincinnati. We are in a motherfucking heat wave in Cincinnati.
We're having a heat wave.
It's a heat wave.
A tropical heat wave.
And not a good one. This
No,
sucks.
fuck, it's
God
hot,
damn,
man.
this sucks. And I just went from listening, like right before this podcast started, I was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with Bernie Sanders. I don't normally listen to him, but
Okay.
I'll listen to the Burn Man anytime he talks. And Joe was going on how about we're actually going through a cooling phase right now. And,
According to who?
Joe Rogan. You know, that's what his right-wing guys talked him into now. So, yeah, we're cool. So don't worry, guys. Joe Rogan said this is normal. Fuck it. You know, we're going to have 90-degree heat for months at a time in Cincinnati from now on. Let's go.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's this garage right now. It's like Africa hot.
Well, that's racist. It's not. But I'll just
That's
go
not
with
racist.
it. I'm going to go with
To
it.
say that the continent of Africa is hot?
What's funny, in the last 24 hours, the low in this garage has been 79. The low. That means in the middle of the night it got to 79. The high's been 97, and it's 93 right now. It's cooled down a bit since we've closed the door and turned on a couple fans that'll blow around hot air.
Yeah.
It don't really help at all. But
It's miserable.
hey, here we are, and who are we doing this? Harry guy. We're doing it all for Harry guy.
Yeah.
Kanky's the only one to watch it. So, I mean, yeah.
He's not the only one. I get a lot of people to say, hey, you missed one this week, man.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Sit in this garage.
Yeah, and Matt's a big listener these days. He's not doing anything
He
else.
got nothing else. Matt talked to us today and said he had 10 issues with his foot. And like I told him, I didn't know there was 10 things in your foot that could go wrong.
I think there's the most bones in your body in the foot.
I don't think any of them are bones. All of his problems aren't bones, I don't think, right?
No, they're tendons and
Tendons
ligaments.
and everything else.
He's got bone spurs.
Oh, he's going to get out of the draft then, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Good
And
for
that's
him.
what he said. Because
Yeah.
I decided that since we're obviously headed for a war,
Yeah, we may as well get our friends drafted.
I've assigned everybody up. I
Mm-hmm.
signed you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm too old and
No.
too fat.
No, these days they're willing to take anybody.
No, they're not. They're
Especially
still...
someone that looks like you right now, because you could blend in.
Oh, I'm practically Iranian right now.
You are. You could blend
I'm
in.
practically Iranian.
All you got to do is say "Death to America" a few times, and then you whip out the gun and you shoot everybody who's cheering.
Shoot the Iranians?
Yeah,
No, I got a problem. I don't know any Iranians. I got no issue with Iran. They're fine with me.
you will soon.
No, I won't. Personally, I won't. Yeah, other people might. I won't. I don't really give a shit. Doesn't impact my life,
We're headed
buddy.
for something.
We're not headed. We got peace. Last night, my boy Trump, he declared peace in the Middle East. Who
Yeah.
cares if like 4 hours later they're still blowing each other up and they didn't listen? Hey, shout out to my boy Trump, though. Shout out to Trump. All right?
Your boy Trump.
My boy Trump. I'm working in Claremont County now. I just got to try to blend in.
Yeah.
My boy Trump may have been the first president ever to just throws a fuck out.
Oh yeah.
He'll actually say fuck just like randomly in interviews and stuff, or not even interviews, when people ask him questions. I appreciate that. As just like a human, I appreciate my president saying fuck. I don't appreciate much else about the guy.
I
I appreciate the fuck.
I think he's also the first president ever. I could be wrong. I think maybe Jefferson said this. Grab him by the pussy. I think Jefferson may have said that.
Come on, dude. He did not say that as the president.
No,
I
he
mean,
did
Jefferson
not.
might have said some shit like that in the back room of some whorehouse. You know what I mean?
He could have.
Yeah, so let's calm down. He didn't, they weren't like, hey, man, what about the tariffs? And he's like, grab him by the pussy. That wasn't how that worked.
When you're famous, you can do that.
Yeah, well, he's right. Yeah,
He
he
is
is right. That's the thing. I mean, everything he says, it's
Hey, a little something for the viewers real quick right now. I had to interject. Right now, there is a bead of sweat on its way down the crack of my ass.
hey, he's about to enter the no-flight zone.
It's already there. It's on the bunghole right now,
Yeah.
and it feels really weird and uncomfortable.
You do a
And
little shimmy shake.
this is fucking hot, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm past it.
Are you?
I'm zen, dude. I think it's about the rag in my head. As soon as I go there, the wet rag, all of a sudden it's zen. Everything's peaceful. And
Well, I
I'm
think
good.
next week we'll be doing it from inside the sauna at Planet Fitness.
It won't be
Beach
much
Mile.
difference, minus a couple balls hanging out every year and often. I don't think they balls out in Planet Fitness as often, though. I mean, I've never been into the sauna in Planet
You
Fitness.
think they were bathing suits?
Well, whatever. I just don't think they're balls out like they are. That's usually like your old school gyms,
Yeah.
that don't have the fancy names, the Planet Fitnesses and the...
No, they have the
You know, those
fancy
kind of
like
things.
the Yorkshire Athletic
Yeah,
Club.
exactly, like athletic clubs. There's one in this area, the Beachmont Racquetball Club, I believe is what it is.
Oh, yeah. A lot of queers go there.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. I didn't say queers.
Well, I don't know if they're queer or not, but I seen more. I was only there for maybe like a year period, and I seen more balls in that gym than I seen them in any other gym. They used to hang out in the dressing room just
It's
butt
like
naked.
a Turkish bath with a fucking racket.
I didn't like it. Maybe
No,
feel
I bet you
awkward. The
didn't.
place was cool because it was big. It had a basketball court in it and shit like that. But just balls to the
Cock and
wall,
balls
cock and
everywhere.
balls just hanging out, buttholes winking at you in the locker room.
I wouldn't like that.
I just have
You know
a
what,
basic premise. When you go into the locker room, you change, you get out. There's no reason.
Yeah, it's like, okay, if I go in there and I'm like sweaty and stuff and I'm going to change, I go and take a shower, whatever, I come back. From the time the towel comes off to where the underwear are on, it's going to be a matter of seconds.
Seconds. And
Yeah.
then the least you're, and then if you want to do your dilly-dallying around and getting your shit together after the underwear's on,
Yes.
feel free. You
I don't
know,
give a
I'm not,
fuck.
guy in just underwear does not offend me.
I'm
That
right
is
there
a
with
thing.
you.
But these guys, asshole out until they're about ready to go. Like they're organizing their clothes. They'll put their socks on before their fucking underwear. You know, shit like that. That's unacceptable. You need to be kicked out of a gym for life. There needs to be a bathroom gym guard. We need a guy just sitting in there, and as soon as the fucking nakedness happens, he clicks the timer. You got 10 seconds. If you don't cover up in 10 seconds, go find another fucking gym, buddy.
We fucking come up and bag tag you.
Yeah, that's what happens. He just walks over and bag tags you the first time. We're up to 95, I believe.
95 degrees in here right now.
What's the humidity?
48%.
That's good. That's a good number, right?
No.
That's not actually high for
No,
humidity.
but it's not low. It adds to the of the fucking room.
I don't
Yeah,
even
see,
recognize
you know
it.
what? In high school, it's a different story. There's
Yeah.
dicks everywhere.
Kind of.
But I joined I used to belong to a gym that was a little pricier, and I joined it because it had a racquetball court and stuff in it. And it was like that. People would,
Something about those racquetball clubs.
these old men would stand there having a talk naked.
Yeah, completely butt naked.
So is Junior going to Vanderbilt next year?
Yeah.
And your
Unacceptable.
dick is 8 inches from his dick, man.
No, yeah.
Towel?
Not good.
Robe? Anything cover up?
I understand being comfortable. I mean, like I get it. It doesn't
comfortable in
it
underwear.
doesn't bother you to show your wiener to someone, but like have a little. Remember, we don't want to see it. Like I don't want to see wieners. Like I don't
Yeah.
care if you are comfortable with it. I still don't want to.
And if I'm standing next to you and I know the towel's getting ready to come off and you're going to throw the underwear on,
Yeah.
I'm looking at my locker.
You're not.
I am.
Oh, you don't want to see size. You're always a size guy.
Only friend size.
You don't care about a stranger's
Oh,
size.
no. I'm never going to see him again.
Yeah, but I know if it was
But
a
it's like, I
giant
could
one,
tell
you'd have a
Matt-
story.
I could tell Matt, you should see fucking Bauman's dick. It's like this. I don't want to say you should see Clarence's dick from Hyde Park. It's like this.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think there's something to that too. For you, I imagine if you saw a giant dong in the locker room, you would have told us
first
all
of
about
all,
it.
the one thing you definitely don't want to be in a locker room is a meat gazer.
No.
I mean, if you're caught making eye contact with one dick, that word's getting around. You're the meat gazer.
As it should.
Yeah,
As
100%.
it should, dude. We don't need no meat gazers.
So it's like, oh, you got your underwear in your hand? So, how's the kids? And then your underwear come back on. Then I turn to you again, and I say, hey, nice underwear.
Yeah, I get it. Man, this gives a nice echo.
Does it?
My voice sounds good with this thing on it. I don't know.
I think our fucking theme song should go to Rock the Casbah because you look fucking like chicish.
I do look chicish. Iron chicish.
Iron.
Yeah, jabroni.
Jabroni. So everybody, it's been a
That
couple
Hulk
weeks.
Hogan. That Hulk
You know,
Hogan.
we do our podcast now usually every week to 2 weeks because life is life, man. It happens. Right now, Jason has got a weird schedule. Plus, he feeds the homeless on Tuesdays. Today,
Actually,
that's one nice thing to report today. He's here because apparently, according to the government of Cincinnati, today there are no homeless.
right now,
Yeah.
no homeless. Where are they at?
They found homes.
They found we got a homes for all the homeless
Yeah.
out in Cincinnati.
We found homes. They either got jobs.
All those,
Or they,
even the crackheads over there off Liberty
Yeah, they got
Street and
jobs,
stuff?
or they're in shelters, but they're nice and cool.
Okay, that's nice.
Right now, if you drive down the street, I implore you, if you see a homeless person, to contact a government official or something. Get them in.
You know, if that is true, and all the homeless are home today, why aren't they going to be home next week? If we actually have all the room,
Homeless people can't keep jobs, man. They might have a job
well,
now.
they didn't go get a job. It's not like they made them go get a job to give them a home today. They're still just as jobless and homeless as they were yesterday. But we're saying it's butt ass hot out, so we're going to make sure everybody has a home. It's like, well, then that means you got the room for them, right? So when you kick all these guys out when it's 80 degrees again, do those rooms just stay empty? Like if we had the room all along and we just choose to let it sit there empty, I'm not sure.
No,
I don't know how any of this works.
Let me ask you: if you were homeless today,
I am. Yeah.
I know I would be like at the fucking river, cooling myself
Or
off.
one of those splash pads at the park.
Anywhere.
Around a bunch of fucking...
I'd be somewhere fucking warm.
It'd be me and a bunch of 4-year-olds underneath a mushroom, like
I think I'd
heads.
just hang out by the river. I'd find a tree with some shade under it. Oh, it's really fucking hot. I jump in the river. I cool off.
You don't want to jump in that river.
To cool off, I would. It's not like that river's the grossest river in the fucking world.
It's close, man. Hey, I saw recently East Fork got named the dirtiest lake in Ohio. That's not a good sign, and that's just right up the street. So,
Well, it's East Side. That's why. East Side
people
are dirty. They have oils and stuff on their bodies that get in the water. And
No, it's mostly dog shit.
Is it really?
I think so, yeah. I remember when I learned to swim in that
because everybody takes their dogs out there?
Yeah, I remember the last time I went there, I seen multiple turds on the beach. And then, I think one touched me. I'm not sure, out in the... But I seen a turd in the river or the lake too. It's just a gross lake. I haven't been in years, but
well, it's so
try
funny.
Not to go to Bethel.
The first year I moved here, is that where it is, Bethel?
One side of it's Bethel, the other side's Batavia.
Oh, okay. So it's off of 32.
You can get to it off of 32, or you can get to it off Beachmont. The beach is off Beachmont.
The year I moved here, 1995. First thing, I was here 2 days. And all over the news was this guy that had apparently fallen off his boat and fucking died on the Ohio River.
Yeah.
And they were getting ready to troll the river looking for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what it's called? Troll?
Huh? Well, dredge.
Dredge?
Is when you go on the bottom. But,
drag the river?
Yeah. They didn't find him. But they did find 2 others.
Really?
Just that they weren't even looking for. And I was like, where the fuck have I moved to, man? It's like they did not find the guy, but hey, we did find remains of 2 other people.
Which place was this?
The Ohio River.
Oh, well, come on, man. Yeah, you think if you wouldn't look in a river near Phoenix, there wouldn't be a couple deads laying around?
There's no river in Phoenix.
I know. It sucks. That means the girls aren't as slutty.
Oh, there's lots of lakes.
Lots of lakes?
Yeah, lots of whores.
But you need rivers. You need rivers to make sluts. I don't know why. I think it's about the flow. The flow. Lakes just stay stagnant.
There is a river called the Salt River.
You'll get mosquitoes on your pussy.
Well, there's a salt river there. But it's not big like this one.
Salt River?
It's called the Salt River.
It has salt in it? Is it salt water?
No, it's just called the Salt River, and that's where, when I was young, and that's what we used to do. We would tube the river. Everybody would go down and with all their inner tubes, put coolers in them, leave a car 10 miles down the road.
So it's like a little Miami River compared to around
yeah,
here.
it kind of looks like that.
Like
yeah.
a kayak kind of river.
Yeah,
not
exactly like
not
that.
Not an Ohio River where...
No, but everybody would sit in groups. There'd be fucking stereos on the tubes, and everybody would just float down. And
yeah, I remember
you'd
the
get
70s.
off, you'd jump off a cliff and do that shit like that. But
yeah, the good old days. No black friends.
Apparently, they don't tube the Salt River anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not safe.
Why not?
The river's dropped some. People are jumping off cliffs and hitting rocks and shit.
Sounds more fun.
It's
yeah,
fun if you're a
living on
watcher.
the edge, dude. You ever watch the Aerosmith video? They don't give a fuck.
Because you're living on the edge.
Yeah, and they're fucking running around as little slutty girls. One of them being his daughter that he sexualizes in the video. It's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. You know, I
hey,
was
daughter, can you get in this video and act like a whore for me?
Yeah, put those panties on.
Yeah.
Come here. Liv Tyler, right?
Yeah, super smoking hot. I don't know whatever happened to her, though. She didn't really make a career after that video.
Hey, there's cold air coming out of this hole.
It's my cold hole.
It's not cold, but it's cool. Feel
where I stick my dick in it, man.
Put your back hand here.
Why? Is it really that?
It's cooler than what we're used to.
Oh, yeah, dude. Just stick your face over it. Stick your face over that. Oh, hey, guys, I'm going to get under this table.
It's a jagged glory hole. Hey, good news. I passed another kidney stone.
Oh, you're such an idiot,
This past Tuesday,
I
4
can't believe
a.m.
you still do this.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it does. What do you mean?
Kidney stones can be caused by 100 things. The doctor told me.
Yeah, and you keep on having
carbonated drinks.
You keep on
caffeine. I know. Maybe I'm just one of those
caffeine.
people.
I mean, how much caffeine is in your energy drinks?
Probably 2 cups of coffee.
You think?
Yeah, that's about it.
And how many do you drink a day?
1.
How many do you drink a day?
1.
Yeah, but how many do you drink a day?
One.
Yeah, right, dude.
That's it.
I don't believe you.
I drink one a day.
I don't believe you. All
First
you
thing in the
guys.
morning.
There's something about those energy drink people. You're kind of like heroin addicts. You all deny it.
Well, it's
just
not
a little
like
bit.
Red
I'm trying
Bull.
to get off
It's
of
not
it.
like Red Bull where it's a little tiny 8-ounce can.
I understand
this is
what they are.
16-ounce can.
Yeah,
I drink one a day.
You're not
I
alone.
couldn't afford 2 a day. Those things are like $3.80 a piece.
Because
What am I, made of money?
$8 a day is pretty rough.
Yeah,
dude. That's a giant chunk of
$240 a month for energy drinks.
That does add up. That does. Yeah, if you look at it that way, it's a lot of fucking money.
I'm here to report something that happened to me.
Okay.
Actually, about a
Oh.
week and a half ago.
All right.
And I'm very proud of this.
Okay.
Very proud.
Fuck the midget.
Faked it.
Faked it. What do you mean faked it?
Faked it.
Why?
Because I was tired and I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
And I faked it.
Wasn't into it.
No,
Who was it?
I was tired. One of the wives.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had a cuck experience you just didn't want to go to.
He wasn't there.
Okay.
It was one of those. Just called me, left me a message like 10 at night. I went over there at 2. Hubby was out of town for a couple of days.
Mm-hmm.
When I got there, I just realized how fucking tired I was and exhausted, but I was already there. So I was going through the motions, and I'm like, I'm getting nothing out of this. I'm not enjoying myself at all. Threw a rubber on,
Yeah.
a couple of shakes, and some funny noises. And I laid down. Wow. That was incredible.
You're amazing.
I reached down, I pulled the rubber off
Uh-huh.
like this. It's cupped in my hand. I said, excuse me a second. I run into the bathroom. I flush it. She thinks she just got me off like Mount St. Helens.
You're not supposed
And
to
I faked
flush
it.
those, dude.
There was nothing in it.
That's what the cum's not the
I
problem.
had to get rid of the evidence.
Yeah, I'm just saying the cum isn't the problem. I like you said, there's nothing in it. Like you can't flush those. The cum will totally clog
Before-
up. No, it's the fucking rubber.
She's one of the ones I actually enjoy spending time with. But that night I was just tired and
Yeah.
I wasn't up to it. And I knew if I didn't nut or if she found out I faked it, she might, ooh, I better not call him anymore. He might not be into me anymore or whatever. I don't know.
Really?
But I was like porn star faking it. I showed her my O face. The whole deal.
You don't know your O face.
I know my
I know
O
you
face.
think you know
Dude,
your O face.
I'm used to fucking with lots of mirrors around. I know my O face.
You've looked.
Oh,
Yeah, but I don't think you can make eye contact when you actually come. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to look at the mirror.
Oh,
at that
no.
particular
Well, you
time.
come, your eyes are
You'll
closed,
see
yeah.
you'll see close.
But the whole point is, I made some grunts.
Mm-hmm.
The whole 9. Not a thing in there. Faked it.
Yeah, and that's your first time in your whole life?
No, I faked it before. It's been years.
I've never faked it. I've just like said, okay, I'm done.
No. I
care.
wanted her to think she got me off
Well,
really
it's
hard.
not always their fault.
Faked it.
I mean, usually it's not their fault.
It was. I enjoyed it. It's actually funny. When I got in the car and I was driving home, I was sitting there going, you just faked it.
Yeah, I know, but then you had to go and beat off so you didn't have blue balls.
Oh, no. I wasn't in the mood to beat off either.
Really?
No. I was hard,
Yeah.
but I just wasn't. I was tired. All I wanted to do was sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll catch up to you those 4-hour nights.
And I was just pretty proud of myself because I really think that, like, put it this way. If I was let's say you were at a movie theater, okay? There's me up on the screen faking it. You know, you're thinking, man, that guy just came hard.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to cast you in the next Ghost.
They should.
Yeah, you can fucking make this pottery and fake cum.
Faked it.
The man. The man. All right, let's get to your hero.
I need a hero. Holding out for a hero. Till the morning light. He's got to be strong, and he's got to be fast, and he's got to be larger than life. I need a hero.
I need a hero.
I need a hero.
So my hero, you guys all know from listening to the podcast that I really hate
Mexicans.
people that put ducks on their car.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
Hate it too.
I think it's stupid. I
too.
think you're a fucking idiot. And I hate it. I think it's dumb. You know, it's like you're a fucking grown adult and, hey, driving around with a bag of ducks to fucking put ducks on the car just to say, hey, here's a duck because you're cool and your Jeep's cool. So, and the worst part is now people are starting to carry ducks on their dashboard, and they're not even Jeep drivers. Hyundais, Toyotas. They got Jeeps.
Now
with
that
ducks.
really bothers me.
So I started getting ducked on the regular by Lee Ernst.
Well, you think.
It was. She had finally admitted it.
Oh, she did admit it. Okay.
Matter of fact, the other day I drove her to the airport. And when I got out and got her suitcase out of the luggage, or out of the trunk, I came in and there was a fucking duck in there.
So Lee and her old rusty pussy actually listens to this?
I think she does every now and then.
I just don't think any girls listen to us. I just assume that there isn't a girl in the world that's going to fucking put up and listen to us.
Well, she knew it.
Yeah.
She ducks me.
And she's an alcoholic, so she might like only put us on when she's drunk and only remember parts of it, you know.
So, but about 2 months ago, somebody started ducking me at work. No fucking way Lee's going to drive 20 minutes to put a duck in my car. So he started ducking me with cool ducks. There was a pimp duck. There was a duck with flipping me off. Mm-hmm. There was a duck with a six pack and cool ducks. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there going, who the fuck is putting ducks in my car? And last night I got the tits duck.
That is a good looking duck.
That's a great duck. Now this one is not a rubber ducky. It's a hard plastic duck with big tits.
Yeah, which doubles is good because you can use it as a weapon if you have to.
Oh, this would hurt if I hit somebody in the head.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. But my hero is whoever's doing this to me because, in all honesty, I've thought about it 100 times. Who the fuck is doing this? And I have absolutely no idea who's ducking my car because it's done at work. It's done after 6 o'clock at night. It's always there when I get home or when I get out of work. So whoever it is, bravo to you. You're my hero because I don't know who you are. Whoever you are, you're getting these cool ducks. You're getting funny ducks. My assumption is it's probably a guy because I'm getting tits and, pimp and flip me off.
I think it's Harry Guy.
Do you?
I'm putting my money on Harry Guy. Bob Sullivan is a
I've been ducked on days when Harry Guy was not there.
Okay. Sullivan is a contender. I mean, because his wife could do it. I know he might be out for a little while, but, I could see them tag teaming you on some ducks.
Whoever it is, you're absolutely my fucking hero because I don't know who did it. But if you look at the tits on this duck, his nipples and everything.
There are nice tits on that duck.
So, whoever's ducking me, you are my fucking hero. I don't know who you are. As a matter of fact, at this point, I don't want to know.
Well, guess what? I don't have a hero, but I got an asshole.
Okay.
Asshole
of the week.
All right. My asshole of the week is named Stevie Max. I think that's what his name is because that's what his TikTok handle was or whatever.
Okay.
But old Stevie Max. Stevie Max is a bit of a fag. And I'm saying that not knowing his sexual preference because who really cares? That's not what I say when I mean fag.
Right.
This guy's a fag because he gets on an airport as a an airplane as a grown-ass man. He gets on the airplane and Jamarr Chase is there. Jamarr Chase, minding his own business, sitting on his seat in the airplane, about to go doing whatever. He asked him for an autograph, I guess, and Jamarr Chase turned him down. So what's this guy do? He takes out his phone. He turns it on for, so he could record a social media message and says real loud in the whole plane, "Hey guys, this is Jamarr Chase." At the very front of it, make sure you say hi to him on the way out. Don't worry, he's not signing autographs. And then that's it. You see Jamarr give him a look like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And then look back down at his phone, never said anything, never was an asshole or anything. This fucking douchebag. For one thing, I'm sorry. If you're asking a grown man for his signature, you're a bit of a homo to begin with. All right? Like, it's just, it should be emasculating to you. Like, it's the same thing of dudes that take pictures in front of other dudes' cars.
Well, unless you're trying to collect stuff for money purposes, like, hey, I could sell this.
Even then, man,
autograph
okay, well, then
jersey.
you treat it like a business. You don't always get yeses. So, I try to sell a lot of cars. Not everyone's buying. I don't lose my shit on them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, if you're treating it like a business and you're doing it for that purpose to make money, well, then fucking be a respectful person. If not, if you're just a guy that wants other dudes' autographs, it's a little weird. But if you are gonna, and they say no, to do what he does, like he owes you or anybody a fucking autograph, which just So, like I said, just so goofy to begin with. Why anyone wants someone else's signature, how they write their name? Like, this is a thing.
Well.
No, we're talking about full-grown adults, all right? It's one thing if he's having a sign and you're like, okay, I like Hulk Hogan. I'm going to go and get him to sign his new liquor bottle or whatever. But it's another thing to be approaching them in their real life, just obviously on a plane. He wasn't doing anything like that. Asking's one thing, but to have any kind of response outside of okay when they say no is absolutely fucking childish, douchey, and whatever word I can use to try to demasculate this guy, because it's ridiculous for a grown man, in my opinion.
I kind of agree.
So, asshole.
But like
asshole.
I said, my whole house is done in like rock and roll and music memorabilia. Okay.
Cool.
It is cool to have some autograph stuff.
I guess it's never does shit for me, but all right.
I mean, fine. I don't go up to people to try to get autographs. If I'm in a Reds game and I'm there early and someone's down there signing, I'm not going down.
No.
Now my kid might go down and say, "Hey, you want to sign
kids,
ball?"
I get it, dude. It's cool as a kid.
Yeah, I don't do.
But
that.
as an adult, it's just weird. I'm asking. I'm 44 years old, dude. I think it's weird to be going up and asking a 23-year-old to sign a paper so I can keep it on my wall.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking weird to me.
I agree.
No, if you want to buy autographs online and stuff, I don't know, for the collection purposes, or if you do want to go with those once-a-year events where Joe Morgan signs a bunch of balls, okay, fine. That's fine. But to approach these people and bother them in public settings and then get pissed off, getting pissed off is one thing, but then to make a big thing, put it on social media like you're the fucking one in the right.
Yeah.
Like this fucking guy. You know what I mean? Like this guy actually thought he was in the right to do this. Apparently he's had to shut his TikTok down and everything else.
Really?
And he's a local guy, so I'm sure everyone in Cincinnati is fucking giving this guy shit that knows him. So I'm glad he's getting exposed as a douche. But let me add to the fucking rubble here, Stevie Max. You're a fucking douchebag, all right? And a complete asshole and a bit of a fag.
Let me ask you one question, though. And I'm not mentioning any names.
I mean, fag nicely, guys.
But,
not nice.
Don't you think, now, you're going to say no because you like to be that guy.
You always say that. Maybe it's just because that's my opinion.
No, it's not your opinion. I just think you like to be that guy. Don't you think, like, if you play for a professional sports team, i.e., you're a Red or a Bengal, I don't think you have to suck your fans' dicks or anything.
No.
But don't you think you kind of got a little bit of a responsibility to at least be civil?
Yeah. I don't think...
because I've met some athletes from...
I don't know about civil. I guess...
They were dicks.
Go ahead, move on.
I've met some athletes local that were dicks.
Yeah, same.
And it's like, I'm not asking for your autograph.
Yeah.
I just said, hey, how you doing? And you look at me like I've got cancer.
Yeah. Well,
you don't want anything to do.
That's anybody, though. It has nothing to do with being
But the whole
athlete
point
or not.
is, I think when you play for a city, and that city is in a roundabout way paying your fucking salary by supporting the team, don't be a douchebag. You don't have to suck and say, yeah, I'll sign everybody's autographs. You don't have to fist bump people or do anything, but at least a nod, a smile, anything to be polite. That's not always the case.
No, that's not always the case. But with Jamarr Chase, it seems to be the case. I mean, that's a guy that does regularly sign autographs and do all that other stuff. And
I'm not talking about him.
No, I know you're not. I'm just saying there's never been a video ever of Jamarr being a dickhead to anyone.
Yeah.
And he wasn't a dickhead in this video. He was literally just looking at his phone. And after that guy said that, he just kind of looked at him like, and went back to his phone just like, I can't believe this fucking guy's doing this. Like, what a dork was kind of the look. So, with him, there's never been a moment where I thought that he was an asshole. I do get what you're saying now. I'm still the guy to this day. Fuck Pac-Man Jones 1 million times.
Oh, yeah.
He's a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
But I just mean, like, if you happen to pass a pro athlete who plays for your city, and you're like, hey, Jason, hey, how you doing, man? Mm-hmm. At least say, hey, what's up? Anything.
Yeah, and most of them do, though. You got to admit, though, most of them do.
I've met a couple.
I haven't known that many.
Total nimrods that won't even fucking look at you. They wouldn't shit on you if you were fucking...
Who?
I can't say.
Who?
I won't say.
Who? I'm allowed saying, and I don't remember anything.
I will just say these ones that I'm talking about now were Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, Reds. Okay, I haven't dealt to many Reds, so I've heard there's some
work.
Reds.
It was elsewhere.
Okay, fair enough.
But I mean, it's like somebody just says, hey, how you doing, man? Good game.
That's a lie.
What?
Because if it was elsewhere, you could have said it. It was definitely at work.
No.
Don't lie to me. Well, then you can say it. Why couldn't you say it? I mean, if it wasn't at work, then it has nothing to do with that, and you could say it.
I don't know about saying names.
What do you mean? It wasn't a work-related situation.
It was at work.
Yeah, okay. Just say don't lie to me.
Well, I can't,
You can say it's at work without saying names.
The whole point is, at least acknowledge somebody that walks by you.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for a fucking group of people to mob you and say, can I get an autograph? And especially when you're under 500 and your batting average is 200. Come on, dude. We're paying your salary. We're watching your team. We're buying you jerseys. Say hello.
To be fair, I mean, when I've never dealt with any of the new Reds. So I don't, I remember Todd Frazier was super nice. Billy Hamilton was super nice.
I guarantee you, Ellie De La Cruz is a nice guy. I guarantee he walks by and he says hi to everybody.
Yeah, I don't know. He barely speaks English, so that could be a thing too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
So here's my asshole. And I posted this on Facebook just the other day. The Speedway lady.
Oh, fucking Speedway.
Oh,
ladies.
my God. Let me just tell you this. I have never experienced anything like in my life where I actually wanted to tap on the shoulder of another parent and say, you suck at this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at Speedway, North Bend Road, in with a woman. And the reason that's so funny, because I was looking at her because she was wearing these spandex biker shorts and she had a nice butt.
Yeah.
She's got 3 kids with her.
Some of those white trash girls.
Yeah.
They got it together.
Oh, it probably looked like a meth butt. Bunch of red dots on it.
No, I mean, it's definitely like a biscuit case, too. When you pull those tights off, they don't look the same.
Like a melted candle, right. But she had 3 kids with her, all girls. My guesses are 4, 7, and 8 or 9.
Okay.
Oldest one was not older than 9. She's got a beer, an Old English, a pack of cigarettes, and each one of those children got a Red Bull. The new colorful, friendly Red Bulls with all the different cool colors and flavors. Mm-hmm. She handed a Red Bull to all 3 of those fucking children.
Insane.
Is that not the worst?
It's insane.
And I wanted to say to her, hey, scumbag.
Yes.
But I didn't want to call mom a scumbag in front of the kids. I wanted to be like, maybe a soda, maybe a juice.
Even a soda is and believe me, I bought my kid a fucking Fanta today. I do it.
Yeah.
But it's still, even that, I, as a parent, have a little bit of guilt. I know how much he wants it, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to give that up, and everybody drinks fucking soda, so whatever, but it's not good for you.
No, but see,
a Red Bull.
My kid, my little one, that kid drinks 8, 9, 10 bottles of water every day.
Yeah.
So if he wants a soda, I'm not going to sweat it. He drinks tons of water. This woman actually, pink for you, green for you, and blue for you. And I wanted to say, hey, meth head, cunt, they're children. They're babies.
Yeah.
And she just handed them all a Red Bull as she's leaving, packing her cigarettes, getting ready to crack that beer, I have no fucking doubt.
Oh, yeah, she's drinking that in the fucking car.
They're going to be in the car. She's going to be drinking the beer while her fucking 5 and 7-year-olds are pounding their Red Bulls. What a fucking douchebag. Mm-hmm. Now, these are the people. This is the reason that they created 241 kids for people like her.
But here's the problem is she's not doing anything illegal. I hate it.
Well, she is if she cracks that beer while she's driving.
Fair enough. We're assuming that. But I mean, if she does just go home and drink her beer and get the kids Red Bull, like, technically, it's not. What was she driving by chance? Does this lady have money?
No, Toyota. Well, she didn't look poor. A Toyota Avalon, something like that. It was a nice car.
Those are expensive cars, yeah, especially if it was newer.
Thing about it is that as she was leaving with the kids, she's packing her cigarettes, which means as soon as she gets in that car, she's going to smoke in the car.
Yeah, while the kids are drinking a Red Bull.
While the kids are drinking a Red Bull.
Wow.
Is this not the biggest asshole in the fucking world? I wish I knew your name.
She's a loser.
Oh, my God.
Those kids are definitely going to grow up fucked up.
I said something to the clerk. I said, my man, did you just see that woman give those kids Red Bull?
He didn't probably blink, dude.
No, he goes, shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah, I don't. There's gas station attendants, especially for off coal rain. They see everything, dude.
I'm like, pink for you, green, and
no, it's
blue.
insane. And like that's why I was asking about did she look poor? Like, is she using like food stamps for this? Because those aren't cheap. We get every shopping trip. We don't really buy the kids juice or anything like that, but we let them get one. I forget what they're called, but it's like a water juice kind of thing. Like,
vitamin water?
Something like
Those
that.
are good.
But it's not a vitamin water. These are cheap. They're $1. What I'm saying is they're $1 each. So that's $2, and that's their little treat for the week. If this bitch is doing this every time she goes to a
yeah, they're like $4 each.
Yeah, she's paying $12 just for some Red Bull plus another $8 for those cigarettes. You're at like a $20 purchase just going into the store and trashing your fucking family up.
I was just shocked. And when she handed the Red Bull to these kids, and it's like the kids didn't make any face. It tells me that these kids drink a Red Bull every fucking day.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was like, this seems like something that happens all the time.
I wanted to fucking
These
say,
kids are drinking Red
you're
Bulls.
the shittiest parent I've ever seen in my fucking
What
life.
kid wants Red Bulls?
Well, now the new flavors, it tastes like, candy.
Just get the candy drinks. Give the fucking, I mean, I don't know. There's a million things you should be giving your kids. Red Bull is not one of them. I mean, there's a million bad things you can give your kids, and Red Bull's towards the top of the list.
Oh,
Any of
yeah.
those energy drinks, that's insane.
Yeah. While she had a beer and a pack of Marlboro Blacks. Let's go, girls.
Those kids are going to grow up cool.
Oh, yeah. Those kids are going to grow up buying their kids Red
Yeah.
Bulls.
But one of them is going to be a mechanic or something, so we need like that kind of thing in life.
Or a mother at 13.
Yeah, oh, you'll have that. You'll have
I
that.
just thought that was the biggest asshole I'd ever seen. And I was just like, I'm like, is this real?
It's awful is what it is.
It's horrible.
Yeah, but
You're a fucking asshole, Toyota Avalon lady. Nice butt, at least in pants. But you're a shitty mom.
hey, man, Reds might come in third place this year. That's pretty
No,
cool.
they're winning it.
Huh? You
They're
think so?
winning
Their division, like everybody went into this year going like, Central Division's really easy. They can win it. They're playing very well right now, and they're a few games over 500 or whatever, and they're in fourth place. Like that division is fucking rough this year. The Cubs all of a sudden decided how to, finally played up to what they were supposed to be. The Brewers have been consistent now for years.
And the Cardinals
don't suck this year.
No.
They're back to at least being average so far. So
well, the Cardinals are just a couple games over us.
Oh, I think we were almost tied even like the last I looked. It was
close.
Yeah, they're
we
close.
We lost yesterday.
They're close, but the Cubs are way ahead.
No, we won. We won yesterday.
Yeah.
Beat the Yankees, and they won too.
Big game tonight.
Yeah, big game.
Big game tonight. What's his name?
Who?
The Reds starter tonight is that phenom that has only pitched in 13 minor league games, and they've already bring him to the start.
Yeah.
Chase Burns.
Yeah.
All right, this kid is supposed to be the fucking man. And he has like a 1 point something ERA in all of his minor league games.
Yeah, but they're rushing
him to the majors.
Yeah, and I get that, but like the pitcher that the Yankees started yesterday was a guy that got rushed through the minors, and 13 something was his ERA. Bottom line is, but he had already pitched up here. It's like, man, you can have the difference between AAA and the majors is gigantic.
Well, here he goes, man. He's getting the Yankees.
I'd love to see it.
To open up. Well, we're going to get to see it tonight. So I'm looking forward to it. That lineup they got, that pitching lineup they got, if maybe let's say next year, by the time everything's all together perfectly, when you got Green, all right, who's pitching lights out. You got Lodolo, who's mediocre. You got Abbott, who's pretty fucking good. Then you're going to have that, what is his name, Rhett Lauder or whatever. He came up the end of last year.
But Martinez has been getting lit up the last
Martinez
couple
is about
weeks.
to get traded, I think. But either way, Lauder
and
actually
Brady
gets.
Singer is kind of getting beat up a little bit.
But you don't need these guys. What I'm saying, ultimately, what they want is those three guys I named plus Lauder and Burns. That's going to be their actual 5-person thing. And last year, that dude came up and had like a 1 point something ERA in the games that he played, and then he got hurt. They're saying Burns is even better than him. We'll see how he does.
Yeah, that's tonight,
but,
right?
Yeah, if that works out and he comes back healthy, Green heals up, and you got Abbott still pitching the way he's pitching, and Lodolo is basically going to be your 5th option. Like, that's a strong fucking starting 5.
That's very strong.
And that could win them a pennant, I think, if they could just hit it all. So we'll see. I mean, but I think we're still a year away from that.
See, Martinez pitched great at the beginning of the year. He's just struggling a little bit right now, but I think he's got potential. But
I think Martinez gets traded at the trade deadline.
It's a possibility.
I think so. I think they don't.
Because his ERA was low enough going into the last 2 weeks that, I mean, he had a lot of strikeouts, and it's like, well, someone can use him.
Well, especially if Burns plays well, and pitches well in these
kid.
next. I think he's like 22 or 23. Yeah. I forget what he is.
But we need, you know what? Tom Oberfeld told me a really cool, funny statistic last night. In these NBA playoffs this year, 3 guys tore their Achilles tendons.
Yeah, I saw that. They're all number 0 too.
And all point guards.
All point guards number 0. Lillard,
Halliburton,
and Brunson.
Yeah,
Isn't that who it was?
No,
No, it was Jalen Brunson.
he didn't tear his Achilles.
I think that's what it was.
No, it was somebody else that played for a different team.
Either way, yeah, that Achilles thing's been happening more and more. I mean, even in the NFL, you had Aaron Rodgers do it a couple years ago. You had the other quarterback do it. The guy who went from Minnesota.
But the Halliburton thing was weird. He just took a step and down he went.
Yeah, I don't know. He had already had calf problems. So I don't know if maybe if you're favoring, trying not to use your calf and bouncing more off your heel, or maybe it makes it easier to blow your Achilles.
It might.
But what sucks is, I mean, that shuts them down for next year.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because you've seen what they were without him. They rallied in the second quarter of that game. They were down after the first. Hallie had a great quarter, but they were still down.
Got to be
But
proud
then
of them
that
Pacers.
oh, no, dude. Listen, I love the NBA Finals this year because I was happy with either team winning.
Because they were both tiny little small market teams.
They were both small market teams. They were both kind of just built through the draft and through trading and kind of a natural kind of feel to them. They both played defense. They both kind of played like college style ball. Both of them probably shoot a little bit too many threes, especially Indiana.
Yeah.
But either way, like there's a lot more mid range. These aren't people that are just throwing it down the middle. I mean, that's with
it's not a bunch of showboats. It's
no,
guys that just want to win.
It's team basketball too. You know, so
speaking of team basketball, my Phoenix Suns have traded Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. He's gone.
Yeah, he's went to Houston to suck there.
we got some real talent.
Durant's
on our
just
end.
at the very end of his career. I mean, he's not going to be
We
changing
got
any
Jalen
franchise.
Green.
Yeah,
We got Jalen Green, who's number 2 in the draft. We got Derek Brooks, who I don't like, but
No.
now he's a Sun, so I got to kind of like him a little.
No, you don't.
But Jalen Green, I like, and I think his tenure in Phoenix was done. I don't think his heart was in it, and we didn't win with him. So
No, his heart definitely wasn't in
Yeah,
it.
so-
He was happy to get out. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know
so
if he's
get rid
happy
of
to
him.
be in Houston, but he was
Took the
happy to
deal.
get out.
And the Suns got the best of that trade, I think, with Jalen Green and Brooks and three number 1 draft picks.
I don't want Dylan Brooks on my team though.
He's not my favorite.
He's not my favorite. Is like that's the nicest way to put it. I
Yeah.
mean, he might be my least favorite.
Yeah,
Like he's like Jalen Green or not Jalen Green. He's like
Allen Iverson.
No. God damn no. Allen Iverson was one of my favorite basketball players ever. No, Draymond Green he's like Draymond Green, but not good.
Yeah.
Like, at least Draymond had the championships and he had that run where he was a good player. This dude isn't. He has that whole
and he's a dick.
That's what I mean. He has that persona that Draymond has where he's the badass motherfucker.
Yeah.
But Draymond was kind of the badass motherfucker for a while where Dylan Brooks has never been that.
No.
So he doesn't deserve it.
But at least he's Canadian.
And that's
we don't have to
another
claim him.
problem.
Yeah, we don't have to claim him, though.
Well, that part I like. But I can't embrace the Canadians in general. Besides Joey Votto, national treasure of America.
Yeah.
Not we took him.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Candy, man, ours. Yeah.
Deadpool.
Ryan Reynolds?
It's Canadian.
I don't dislike that guy.
Let's talk about the greatest rock band that ever lived.
Rush? Canadian.
Toronto, Canada.
Canadian for sure, though.
Yeah,
Those guys. No, I mean, like, they can keep them.
Oh, no.
No. We don't want them.
Rush.
No. They can have Rush.
Rush doesn't want us. They love it here, but they live in Toronto still.
They just like taxes?
No, that's their home.
Yeah. Where would you live? If you had all the money in the world and you wanted to live in America, would you choose the places where you don't have to pay much taxes, or would that not be a thing to you?
If
And
I
you
had
just
all the
live
money
wherever?
in the world, I guess I wouldn't sweat that.
Yeah.
And I could take my kids. I got my
Yeah.
kids with me.
I mean, because Elon had all the money in the world, and he definitely sweated it. He moved from California to fucking Texas.
Well, I think I'd move somewhere where I wasn't too far. Like, I love Phoenix. It's like my favorite place. But
Really?
oh, yeah.
Like, if you could choose anywhere, I want to live where it's 109.
Well, no, so that's the reason I wouldn't live
Okay,
there.
I was gonna say.
What I would do is I would choose. I'd live in Sedona.
Sedona's hot as shit, dude. I wouldn't
No,
live
it's up in the
Sedona.
mountains. It's cool there. You get winter. You get snow.
In the winter, I've been to Sedona. It was 110. Phoenix
Sedona's
was
not
Phoenix
normally
was
that
like
hot.
119. It was like 110.
But normally it's not.
But I don't want to live anywhere that gets to 110.
I'm close to big cities. I'm close to Flagstaff, and I'm only 2 hours from Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I love Arizona. I'd live in Sedona.
Rich money doesn't matter. I'm probably, I'm not doing the West Coast probably. I'd want to probably be somewhere. Well, like, see, money don't matter, so now I don't really care if you're central, dude. I might do the Pacific Northwest or something like that.
Oh, somewhere
You know, yeah.
Oregon.
Or Upper California somewhere, not San Francisco, but a little bit north of it, something
No,
like
you're
that.
not Asian.
No,
You
I'm
wouldn't
not,
fit in.
I would. Yeah, I'd be tall though.
Oh, you're
Tall,
the
bigger
tallest.
dick.
Look how big that guy is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Tall guy, bigger dick.
Oh, giant dick.
Bigger dick.
Compared to them, giant dick.
Yeah, so there's some advantages to that. I don't know, or maybe something like Maine too.
I would love to go up there.
Because I want to be close to an ocean, honestly, but I wouldn't want to be like New York City, Boston, kind of like that kind of shit.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
don't
mean?
want.
I wouldn't want to be
crazy
L.A.
busy. But see, the only reason I might not choose Sedona is because I do like what the city has to offer. Me and the kids going to the zoo, they don't have that there.
Yeah.
You know, I may have to rethink this.
I think Sedona's an awful one. Wyoming. Oof, Wyoming was fucking nice.
Yeah, but
if I can get a lake up there.
yeah,
you know,
but that defeats what I just said. It's not like a Wyoming zoo. It probably is, but it's
all elk.
two animals. You know,
It's all elk.
Yeah.
There's a couple
maybe somewhere
moose.
in Colorado.
A couple meese. Yeah, Colorado definitely is on my radar there.
Yeah, somewhere in Colorado would be nice.
Colorado's definitely on the radar. I think Maine is on the radar.
I think if I had all the money in the world and I can live anywhere, I think I'm going to live in Winton Terrace.
Winton Terrace?
Yeah. I'll get the biggest place there. Mm-hmm. There's 2 markets there.
There's 2, 3, and I believe 4 bedrooms in some of them.
Oh, yeah. And then they got one where they turned a closet into a bedroom. Yeah. So I could have 5 bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Neighbors are nice.
Neighbors are friendly.
No
if
problem
I
there.
decided I wanted drugs, I could buy drugs.
Drugs are close.
Yeah.
Also
close.
have that little market at the end. You don't have to go far for your milk and eggs.
There's 2 of them right next door to each other.
Okay, see? Yeah, competitive prices then.
Yeah, no, the milk might be a little expired, but
who needs fresh milk, dude? I'm not a snob. I'm not a snob, you know.
So I've got to narrow down to either Colorado or Winton Terrace.
You got the sweet noise of the railroads that are real close to it. You know, at night you can hear them zipping by. I'm sure it sounds cool.
So Colorado or Winton Terrace. I got some thinking to do.
Yeah, you do. And I was thinking that, kind of the same thing, either Maine or maybe over there on Moosewood, that Moosewood Drive.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Real nice street.
I want to live on Kings Mill.
Kings Mill?
Kings Mill.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I think it's Kings Way.
Winesty.
Winesty's a good street.
Yeah,
that's one of the better streets I know of.
Well, the thing about it is that obviously I'd be welcomed there.
Yeah, they love people like you.
Oh, who doesn't?
Love people like you, man.
So, yeah, I don't know. I guess Colorado would be a really good option. I just want it to be somewhere close to a big city, but not too big of a city.
What would you do? Hottest cuck in the world, the girl. She's like, yeah, but the only time I live in Winton Terrace, and the only time you can come over is in between 3 and 4.
Oh God!
And there's no parking close. You're gonna have to park a little bit away and walk over to my place.
She'd be cuckless. She'd be bullish.
You're bullish for the hottest. Like you're the hottest fucking a 10. All right, one of your dream looking girls, like the Jessica Alba twin. You just have to walk through Winton Terrace from one end to the other. It's just parking's a bitch. They're getting repaved finally after 40 years.
No.
Nice night outside. So, people are out. You're not doing it.
No.
I'm doing it. I mean, I'm not doing it, but I'm doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Be that afraid.
It's not afraid.
Well, it's afraid.
You got a very good chance of getting killed.
And that's what you're afraid of.
Well, yeah, I don't want to die.
Fair enough. So you're afraid. In that particular situation.
No, see, I've been in the rough areas many times. I've delivered there. I have. I used to deliver bread in the hood.
You got to leave working class alone rules. That does exist.
Yeah, but, well, first of all,
don't kill no working man.
White guy,
big deal on the wire.
White guys showing up there to fuck their women.
Yep, I didn't say she was black.
Well, it doesn't matter. She lives there.
True. They're making bad assumptions, but you're probably right. They probably make those assumptions.
No, I've got to say no.
Okay.
You're bullish.
You're bullish in fucking in the Terrace.
You're bullish.
I think Tom Hanks was in that.
What?
Bullish in the Terrace. Like Sleepless in Seattle, man. Come on, dude. I'm getting deep on these jokes, dude. Come on.
No, I'm passing on the hot one. Dude,
all right.
Let me tell you about the weirdest one I've ever got, and I just got it in the last
3
days. An offer.
I mean, when you say weirdest, I'm already putting some standards on this.
I've never had anything like this. True story, people. 100% true story. I'm on the. I go on the Swinger app. Mm-hmm. I got a message. How you doing? Want to talk sometime?
Okay.
Sure.
So far, we're fine.
There's no pictures of them on there. Okay. It's a blank thing. Sure. How you doing? We chit-chat a little bit. The husband says, I'm looking for someone to fuck my wife. Mm-hmm. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm going, nothing I'm not used to. I've done that before. He wants to video chat to prove that I'm real.
What?
video chat to prove I'm real.
Okay.
Because apparently they've had a bunch of people not show
That's
up.
not a
I'm
big
like,
deal.
all right, so I
Yeah.
video chat with him. Average looking dude. It's like I'm talking to a guy next door.
Okay.
Okay. He's like, yeah, my wife needs, to get fucked real good. I haven't fucked her since like January. I'm like, oh, that sucks, man. A little medical problem or whatever. He's dying.
Okay.
He's dying
Okay.
soon.
Okay.
He's got some kind of weird disease. It's stage 3 now, but it's headed towards stage 4. And when that happens, he has already refused treatment.
Okay.
So probably in the next year, he's dying.
Is it like a cancer?
It's a kidney disease. His
Okay.
kidneys are shutting
Do they
down.
got the same stages?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stage 4 is the worst.
Okay. Because I know there's that one disease that Biden has where Trump said he was like a stage 8. So, I mean, there's
Oh, no, this
different
is 4.
stages
4 is the death
apparently,
one
that
here.
one.
So this guy says, I've got this. It's just not fair to my wife, just blah, blah, blah. So he says, will you send me a picture of yourself? So and I'm, they're early 50s, this couple. They send me pictures. She's attractive. He's normal looking. I send him a picture. Now, I'm better looking than him.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I'm better looking than him.
That sucks.
Thank
That's
you.
a real bummer, dude.
Thank you.
Sorry for that guy.
Apparently, she says to him, oh, he's attractive. That sounds good. Apparently, she's already went through with him. Are you sure, honey? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Well, he messages me back. Man, I'm having such a tough time with this. I'm like, why? What's the problem? He goes, well, she was really attracted to you, and she loves you. Dick. It's a lot bigger than mine, and she's really excited about getting together. And he goes, I'm starting to think that, even though it's what I should do because I owe her this, that I don't know how I'm going to be able to deal with it. So I'm like, I'm out. I said, this is drama, dude. I don't want any part of this drama. And he goes, well, wait a second. I'm just trying to give my wife what she wants. I said, but you already told me that it's depressing the fuck out of you and making you sad and all that stuff. I said, I don't do that.
I tried to make a dying man sad.
Yeah,
He's already sad.
That's what I said. I said, what I like is the guys
fuck?
that are excited. Hey, how did her pussy feel to you? Or,
Yeah.
how are her tits? You're telling me that you're sad because you know she's going to be getting gang fucked by me and my 2 pals. I said, I'm not doing it.
Wait a minute, you don't count. Your 2 pals.
Yeah, my dick and my fingers.
That's your 2 pals?
Oh, yeah, there's one in the butt.
So you
too.
consider every time you fuck a girl to be gang fucking?
No, because they don't always get the fingers.
Really? Well, you're playing some weird games.
All right, me and my dick.
Okay.
Those are the 2 pals.
That's just the same guy. And it's just
Bottom
one
line
person.
is, I told him I'm out.
Yeah.
I said, man, I ain't about this. I said, I fuck wives who want their wife to get fucked. You're doing it for her, but you're sad and miserable.
I like when you go through your resume with them.
Well, the whole point is
This is what I do.
I said, I'm out.
It's my specialization,
He
dude.
messaged me back, try to understand. I don't have to understand anything. I don't know you. I don't want to know you.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm scared because
You're his Make-A-Wish, though, kind of.
chances are if you fuck her more than once, you guys will develop feelings for each other. And I said, you don't know me. I said, I don't want feelings with her.
What does she
Or-
look like? Is she attractive?
She's average. She's
Average
a
as
house
fuck.
mom.
House
yeah.
mom, just
House mother.
normal ass chick. Okay.
Soccer mom, you
Yeah.
know, attractive.
Yeah, fine, but not.
And I'm like, dude,
You're not developing.
I'm
feelings
developing
kind of-
feelings for nobody. I'm not developing feelings for somebody I like.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about that. Your wife won't ever get feelings from me.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, how do you be sure of that? I said, trust me. I said, I don't want feelings with any woman on the planet. That's just not what I want.
Yeah.
He goes, well, you can't always help yourself. I'm like, I'm out. Dude, you're
Yeah.
drilling me with questions.
Yeah, that guy's annoying.
I said, I was going to go over and give your wife a good dicking and
thinks,
leave.
And he really thinks she's that special.
Well, he goes, he actually told me, he said, we're the only 2 people we've ever been with.
Oh.
I took her virginity. She took mine.
Oh.
And we've been married for 25 years.
Oh.
He goes, that's just why it's hard for me. I'm like, dude, you're advertising on a fuck site.
Yeah.
You
Now,
came to me. This isn't a dating site, dude.
and you've just now narrowed her down a little. Now you know she's a bore.
Yeah. Well, he said she hasn't had any in like so long, since January. It's the last time I was able to do it, and it wasn't that special. And I'm going, I'm out. He keeps sending me messages now. Will you reconsider? No! You've already told me I'm going to crush you and you're going to cry in the fucking living room while I'm fucking tagging your old lady. And you're worried that I'm going to develop feelings. No! I want no part of this. I am so far out of this, it's not even funny.
Oh, he's going to be in another room?
He said, actually, the last message said, I don't even want to be in the house. I don't think I can handle it. And I said, well, it doesn't matter anymore.
Tell him part of your deal, like, you'll do it. But you got to be in the house, and my buddy Jason's going to sit with you while it's going on, and I'm just going to rag on him like he's fucking your wife, you know?
But I said he'll pass the joy to you.
He told me on the way here, he kind of thought he was developing feelings after seeing her picture. That'd be cool, too.
Dude,
I've never seen a suicide. That could be exciting.
Never had anything like this before, man. Man, I'm just so worried. Fuck, I'm out, man.
Could I catch charges for that?
No, I can't. I took screenshots of the whole conversation.
No, I'm just saying, like, okay, let's say, it's going on, and I'm just sitting in the corner cackling and making fun of him stuff, and then he pulls a gun out and shoots himself.
No.
They're gonna be like, you made him kill himself by, going on and on about it. For first thing, he's not there to tell the story. The whole time I was like, don't do it.
I got all the chat messages.
He loves her. He loves her.
I haven't seen that look on his face ever. He's really developing feelings.
He's been glowing all week.
Why is this guy carrying a picture of your wife around?
I don't get it.
Showing people.
And he was talking to her for a half hour last night, something about the will. I didn't think that was the normal part of
something about how long would it take for me to pack my shit and come live with you. Yeah. And I'm like, it's so funny. I actually I gave him a couple of LOLs, and he's like, what's so funny? I'm like, dude, you thinking that I'm going to develop feelings for your wife. I said, no, I'm going to give her a long dickin', and then I'm out the door.
Sir, I'm sexually dead inside. I just enjoy the,
I'm spiritually dead.
Or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so that was it. And I was like, I'm out, dude. And he keeps messaging me, can we just talk about it? No, there's nothing to fucking talk about.
Talk about what, you weirdo?
I am a drama-free bull.
Yeah, well, I mean, just like you said, the sadness part. Like, no one wants to know that there's.
And I know you're dying.
There's a dying dude in the other end that's crying about this action
because his wife's moaning like a whore. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Meanwhile, she don't care.
No. Well, apparently, she told him for a month, no, I love only you, and he's like, well, this is just a physical thing. Every person needs it. And he talked her into it. Mm-hmm. And he's like, man, when she saw your picture and she was attracted to you. I said, what do you want her to do? Fuck somebody she's not attracted to? You're not doing her much of a favor there. Mm-hmm. I said, dude, this is crazy. I said, I wouldn't even consider this now. He goes, I don't know why. You said she was attractive. I said, she is, but it ain't worth knowing that you're ready to fucking put a rope around your neck because she's getting long-dicked.
Yeah, but, hey, tell her to call me when you die. All right, so...
Well, that's what he was worried about.
I know.
He was worried about her and I developing something.
Fucking after the fact. Well, should I answer this? It's a collector.
Let me answer.
We'll let him go. It's Carson Smith in Westfield. Some people that call me want money.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, they're not getting it, dude. They're not getting it. That's all there is to it. All right, we got to fuck you and then we'll get out of here because it is a fucking heat wave in here. See what we're doing for you? You fucking 28 people.
A tropical heat wave.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You first, me first?
Yeah, mine first.
Okay, fine.
Misty457.
All right, I like these kind of fuck
From
yous.
the Swinger Fuck site. Oh. That's her handle name.
All right, Missy, you cunt.
Misty457. She is really, really attractive. She has sent me 2 messages now. Mm-hmm. 2. She's hot. Okay? You have a great dick. I wish you were younger. Fuck you.
I like that.
Don't message me.
I like that. That's rude. It's rude.
It's rude as fuck.
It's a rude one.
It starts off with a compliment.
Yeah.
Great dick.
Yeah.
I wish you were younger.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not younger, fuckface. And you knew it looking at the profile. You shouldn't have messaged me at all. You could have just said nice dick and went on your way. But it was nice dick. Wish you were younger. Fuck you, Misty.
I don't know if that's like a humble brag.
It's short and simple.
Like, it was awful. This fucker motherfucker, she complimented my dick.
Yeah, but then I wish you were younger.
Well, I mean, maybe I'd take that as a compliment.
First of all,
do you have this weird feeling or idea that you're not old?
No, I'm not.
Okay, well, she's just saying in a past life.
The whole point is she's looking to get banged, and she's assuming because of my age that I can't perform as well as somebody younger than me.
Is it that, or is she 22 and doesn't want to fuck someone older than their grandpa?
She's 41.
Okay, well, that's a little bit different.
Yeah,
but still.
But she's looking on her profile. It says looking for 18 to 30. I'm like, you sick, twisted fuck. You really want an 18-year-old kid? You probably got an 18-year-old kid, you sick fuck.
Oh, she has a fetish then. She has a young person
She wants
fetish.
a young.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
it's a weird thing to say then.
you shouldn't have fucking said
She
anything
got a
to
weird
me.
fetish.
How about just nice dick?
That's weird. The youngest you want would be 11 years younger than you?
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
you see that all the time on that
Actually, yours
site.
is close, though.
What?
What ages do you put down?
I put down 40 to 55.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
That's what's on my
40
profile.
to 55.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking a 55-year-old bitch.
No, but I put it on there so I don't look shallow.
So you don't look creepy.
So I don't look shallow, yeah.
That's a good move. You know, I got a lot of fuck yous, fuck yous, but it's all about the same basic subject. So we'll just do a blind one kind of out till JD.
Okay.
JD Vance. Fuck you. He said, we're not at war with Iran. We're at war with their nuclear program. Fuck you. Do you think we're retarded? Like, that's the dumbest way of it. It's like when Japan bombed us. If they went, we're not at war with America. We're just at war with fucking Pearl Harbor. We're not at war. Stop treating us like we're dumb. We get it. The fucking Israel PACs own you. The Jew PACs own you. All right? They pay all the bills. They do it for the Democrats, too. Fuck you to the Democrats that think if Biden or fucking Harris weren't in charge, they wouldn't have done the exact same thing because they would have.
They've said it.
They already were, kind of. All right? No matter what they're going to do, unless we elect like a Bernie Sanders or an AOC or someone like that, or maybe even on the right, where if you were elect like a Rand Paul or that Thomas Massey guy over in NKU, maybe then you wouldn't have that. But for the most part, your mainstream politicians, Republicans, Democrats, they are going to support this no matter what. So much of their money is tied up in these PACs that are funded by a lot of people that are Jewish. That's all there is to it. What is it called? The APAC or something like that? Yeah, I mean, that's the whole purpose of it. And they own these politicians. No matter who was in office was going to do this.
Well,
they might have went about it different ways. You know, the Democrats aren't going to be as blunt as Trump is in the fucking, in the interviews or anything. But in the end, Iran was still gonna get bombed. That's all there was to it.
And
as soon as Israel said we're gonna bomb Israel or Iran, we were gonna follow if they asked us to, because that's just the way it works.
If they ever developed a nuclear warhead with a missile on it that could reach, even though they hate us, let's not kid ourselves. That first missile was landing right in the middle of fucking Israel.
Yeah, I don't know if they would or not because it's so close. I mean, that's the problem with bomb. One of the problems. There's lots of problems with nuclear bombs, obviously. But the nuclear bombs today, like everybody, we've only seen the ones in Japan back in the day. You know,
Yeah.
like those were the last times we've seen bombs like that, and the only times we've seen bombs like that. The nuclear bombs that are getting made today are like 100 times more powerful.
Oh,
than
yeah.
that. So if they were to drop a nuke on Israel, sure, Israel's gone. But guess what?
So are they.
So, yeah, that's going to go back and maybe not make them gone, but it's going to fuck up their shit for a long time,
Yeah.
as well as every country in the Middle East.
Yeah.
All right? If you do that, you're not surviving.
Yeah.
These other countries that have them, your Saudi Arabias are going to fuck you, and you're gone. Like, it's just...
Well, then I guess the skeptic would say, well, then what's the purpose of us making sure they don't have them if there's nowhere to fire them?
They still shouldn't have them. Right now, you got to remember, like, with the Iranian...
I mean, I know, but...
The Iranian government is ran by a group of people that literally, their like slogan, their fucking get her done is death to Israel. Like, that's what they've been saying forever.
Yeah.
That is their thing. They were brought in on that purpose. So the people that own it would try to fuck up Israel.
Yeah.
It's a religious thing for them.
Yeah.
It's a different thing. So yeah, they shouldn't have. No one really. They should just make and I think that's the basic principle right now is no one's allowed making new nukes. And it's like what we got is what we got.
Yeah.
Like if you make any more, we got some issues kind of thing. Isn't that
we
the
don't
deal?
have to worry about it. We got plenty.
And we're fine.
But Russia's
and,
got plenty.
And most of them do. Pakistan has plenty. India has plenty. There's a bunch of countries that have them. But yeah, you can't have them. And I get that. The problem is these same people have now been saying that they're a fucking day away from making a nuclear bomb now for 30 years.
Yeah.
And there's no proof. So they just kind of have to go by it. You had the Intelligence Committee just come out recently and said there's no nuclear activity in Iran. And then this happens and all of a sudden Trump says there is. His own Secretary of Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, comes out and says, no, they didn't have anything on it, basically. And then he comes out and says she has no idea what she's talking about. And it's like, wait a second. It's literally her job to know all this shit. And she just told people this wasn't going on.
She got no idea what she's
We're
talking
just,
about.
you know, and this guy, he goes out, Trump makes this embargo or this like peace treaty or whatever on these guys.
Yeah.
I don't think he told either country. I think he just said it and then thought, like, since he said it, it's going to go.
We have a peace treaty. And Iran's going, we do?
Yeah, well, even Israel was like, huh?
Well, but
You know?
to me, the funniest part was we took out all these fucking nuclear facilities. Whether they had got the uranium out or not, that's still a question. But Iran says, okay, well, we have to save face with the world, and we're going to fire missiles at your base.
We're going to let you know.
We're going to let you know, and we're going to tell you exactly where they're going to land.
They don't want actual war.
Yeah. We're not going to hurt anybody, but we have to show the world that we're going to retaliate. So apparently they sent the exact number of bombs. It was like 75 bombs, and like 4 hit the ground.
Yeah.
The rest were intercepted and whatnot. But they're like, I mean, those missiles are like over $1 million a piece, and we're going to fire 75 million at you. We don't want to hurt anybody. We just want the world to know that.
I don't understand that either.
That part I don't get.
There's so much of it I don't understand. It just seemed like a giant wag. I mean, outside of, I guess, blowing up their nuclear facilities, which, again, if they were close to making a nuke, I get it. You know, as long as you did it where there wasn't anybody else dying, at least that wasn't working on the nuke. Tough shit there. You should have knew it was coming, buddy. The people that were still in that bunker, like making bombs after all this shit's already going on. I'm sorry. I'm not coming back to work the next day. After every other nuclear facility got bought and the rest of the, you know, it's like, I'm not going to be there, guys. But, just my basic fuck you, though, is to the politicians and to the media that treat the rest of us like we're actually retarded people and say things like, we're not at war with this. Go fuck yourself. Just come out and say it, man. Hey, we're owned and paid for, and this is what we got to do. All right, let's get through it, guys.
Exactly.
You know, and at least I go, okay, well, at least they're being fucking honest with me for once in my life. Because like I said, the Democrats would have done it too. Because they suck just as much.
100%.
And we're fucked either way. Good night, guys.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now. Subscribe and share. Fuck off.